Modeling disability. How do you perceive disability?
I'm visually impaired, which means I find it hard with curbs, steps and finding things in shops.
So, my name is Oliver Howard and I have Aicardi-Goutieres syndrome.
I'm Tolley and I've got quadriplegic cerebral palsy.
The medical model of disability. A viewpoint that disability is caused by disease, injury, or a genetic mutation. It is generally believed that disability strays away from what is considered to be normal, and that disability is something that should be treated, healed, or fixed.
The misconceptions society has about my disabilities are not giving me large paper but not in large text.
I get scared of people that speak to my mum don't speak to me. I have a voice. They talk to me like I'm free sometimes.
Some of the negative misconceptions that society has about my disability are that it's just the same as other disabilities like CP. A lot of people assume it has a mental element as well as a physical one, and while that is true, it's sort of played up a lot in people's minds, I think.
Some of the negative misconceptions society has about my disability is that I don't have a right to live my life independently in the way that I'd want to just because I'm in a wheelchair.
The social model of disability. A perspective that disability is not something that afflicts the person, but instead is something that society inflicts upon a person. It's the belief that an individual is disabled by the unaccepting, inaccessible, or uneducated environment or society in which they live.
To make places more accessible, I would like easy reads in cafes, restaurants, bus timetables and shops. People knowing my disability and helping me with getting around more. And using yellow paper helps because I need the contrast so I can see better.
Can what can live, definitely live. If it didn't have steps, I would go into local shops like my brother does.
So what would make society more accessible for me? It would be a willingness to involve me and put in the extra effort needed for me to work, buy a house.
What would make society more accessible for me is people's understanding and willingness to understand that my disability is just part of who I am and a part of human diversity.
The biopsychosocial model of disability. A more holistic view of disability that allows the disabled individual to identify strongly with their disability, acknowledging that aspects of their biological condition impact how they live their lives, while social and environmental factors can also be disabling.
I like to get out and I don't let my disability stop me.
How is that people would actually look at me and not think she's got cerebral palsy. I'm just an ordinary kid.
So what I want people to know about my disability is that because it's made a lot of things a lot harder for me to do, it's meant that I've been able to grow as a person in the sense that I can persevere through. I've been able to get over a lot of obstacles. So it's given me the strength to push through more things than I would be able to push through if I didn't have my disability.
Some of the positive aspects of my disability means that I use my lived experience to create a living and help other people advocate for themselves. And I use my alternative perspective to shine a light on what having a disability truly means.